Chugga 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 chugga. Hello there, little Timmy. Come on board the Bulba train. Now we're gonna take a trip into 2020 and 2021, maybe even 2022, with all of the bubbles. We want to find out what happened to the market, and we're gonna explore how everything went crazy and turned into a bubble. Yay! So we're gonna head straight to our first stop. Time for the takeoff. So the takeoff phase would be the catalyst that kickstarted everything that's going to occur in the future. It began the price appreciation in such a way that it came out of nowhere and people are quite excited about this. Perfect example for Pokemon would be the Hidden Fates that really kickstarted everything, combined with the 2020 madness that occurred. We all know what it's talking about, the pandemic. And so, can you guess what our next stop will be now that all these prices have appreciated? Congratulations! If you guessed the first sell-off, you are a great Timmy, and you deserve to be at the front of the class. Let's go! The first sell-off occurs whenever people have seen these prices appreciate and do not think that either the prices will hold or they have held for so long that now they can actually realize some of their gains and decide they're going to lock some of them in attempts of realizing that money. So, the first sell-off then causes the bear trap. The bear trap would be a situation where all these prices have gone up, the first sell-off has occurred, and now the prices begin to dip. Perfect example. When the first sell-off occurred in Pokemon in 2020, it was a bunch of vintage product. And you can essentially assume that the bear trap wasn't exactly caused by vintage, it was actually caused by modern. So if we look at that time frame, we have Hidden Fates get reprinted, Unified Minds get reprinted, Ultra Prism reprint, Unbroken Bonds reprint, all of these things. Hidden Fates even had 2 or 3 reprints. So that caused the bear trap, that everyone was worried that none of this would hold and decided to be very negative. Now, the next step, that's where the real doozy begins. Now we hit the media attention. Can you guess what the catalyst was for that? If you guessed Logan Paul, congratulations, you deserve a whistle. Now, Logan Paul kickstarted the media attention. He brought this entire hobby onto the front lines and showed everyone that Pokemon is more than just children's cardboard and we're not just neckbeards living in our parents' basements. So, after we hit this phase, the next phase, take a whack at it. It's not that difficult. Enthusiasm, and right then and there, this train became the hype train. Oh yeah, baby. Enthusiasm. Everyone wanted to become a Pokemon investor, wanted to flip. Everyone was going to buy every single box. And in 20 years, they were going to be a millionaire. Finally, their mom will pat them on the back. They'll be proud of them. That little note from their mom that they're going to get written to them, they're going to put it right there on their fridge in their brand new basement. And so the enthusiasm phase took over. And enthusiasm very easily led to greed. Now, with greed. Greed happened particularly with Vivid Voltage and Champion's Path. Now, Vivid Voltage came out the gate and right away skyrocketed to $140, $150, $160, and all the way to $300. Some of you may say $250, but the point is there nonetheless. And people kept thinking, we can just purchase it, Pokemon won't make any more, and I'll be rich, because it tripled in like a month or 2. Now, this leads perfectly into the next step. Take a guess. When people are completely blinded by greed, and they believe that everything's going good, what is the next logical step? Delusion! Now, delusion. This can be perfectly summed up by this phrase. No matter what I purchase, at any price, in 10 years, 20 years, it will be worth double or triple what I paid. Even if what I paid is triple what it should be, because I'm pokey rich, no matter what. So, this brings us to the pinnacle of the bubble. The new paradigm. Can you guess what occurs right here? Well, if you guessed people believe this is the new normal, you were right. new paradigm can be perfectly summed up in one sentence. Prices will never go back to how they were before. Now then, we hit our next phase. The peak has been passed. We are now entering one of the lesser phases called denial. In denial, the prices begin to decrease. People believe that this is just a temporary thing. The prices will simply climb back up. Perfect example, Battle Styles, 160, 180 before release, and it came all the way back down. $85 shipped, even though distributors are kind of doofuses and very mean and charge the stores $95. So, our next phase. Can you guess which one? Can you take a guess at which one I think we're in? If you guessed the bull trap, congratulations. I think we're in the bull trap right now. So in the bull trap, everyone thinks the prices have declined, but the market is still going to stay high. One of the very common phrases everyone knows and everyone loves to chant is, buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip. Oh crap, we're too low. You all know what we're doing. So, we head to the next phase. Return to normal. Great, everything's good again. Prices are stabilizing, they're climbing back up, everything's good. Can you guess what that's going to look like or what it was caused by? If you guessed everyone buying the dip and reinflating the market, you were right. Congratulations, little Timmy. You get a lollipop. And so, that is it for the peaks. We are now going to be moving into the future. I found the DeLorean, and we will be going forward. I installed the DeLorean technology into our little train. So thank me later. Let's go. Alright. Our next step will be fear. So in fear, people have now seen that the bull trap occurred, that they made the mistake of buying the dip all the way to the bottom. And now they don't know what to do. Fear truly begins to take grip of them. Do we sell? Do we hodl? Do I just go cry in the corner of my basement and hope that my mom comes and brings me little blankets and hot chocolate? I don't know what to do. Now, we enter the final phases. The final phases. Now, our last three phases will be capitulation. At capitulation, fear has fully set in. Bullishness is gone. Everyone is afraid and has surrendered to the market and accepted that their tendies are gone. An evil man came in the night and stole all of their tendies. And now they are stuck, tendyless and broke. So now, that takes us into our final phase before everything goes and settles. Despair. In despair, nothing can be made profitable. There are no tendies anymore. There is no hope for cardboard and becoming Poke Rich. We surrender ourselves to the losses. And now, at the darkest hour, just before the dawn, it happens. We hit our new mean. We hit our new mean. It's higher than where it was before, little Timmy. It's higher than where it was before. We don't know if that's like 5 or 10%. We don't know if that's 100% because no one knows. But it's higher than where it was before. And that's great. And if you bought on the way down, and when we hit despair, something in that area where the prices really began to go inverted, it just made no sense anymore because everyone was panicking, everyone was fearing, afraid, and everyone was capitulating. Everything, you know, you got to walk away with those free tendies because you were the one that came and stole those tendies in the night. You were the one that made them go into the corner and cry with their hot chocolate. You were the one. who decided to find the DeLorean. Now, thank you guys for coming with us onto this grand adventure. Thank you for going with us through the cycle of the Pokemon bubble. Would you guys like to go on another trip in the future? Tell me down below in the comments. And so, thank you guys for coming on our little adventure, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.